Okay, so I was listening to my Perpetua um video, and as I was looking over it and reading with it, I was noticing even more um stuff in it that I want to point out because I feel like it's very interesting. Very interesting. All right, so if you haven't seen part one, I suggest you go to that first because in this one, I just want to go over some stuff that I noticed when I was rereading, when I was reading along with that video. So, alright, so one thing that I noticed that if you read this energetically, which is something that I do naturally, that's why I be picking up on stuff, but I read when I went over it, I dug even deeper and I was noticing like if you just look at this just like energy or whatever like that, um, they are telling you that you're going to hell. They are telling you exactly. And like it was, starting to piss me off. So I wanted to come back and point this shit out. I also want to say something else because all of that was very spiritual. For me to look up those cards, for me to look into the comments, and I read that first comment first. And then at the bottom of the comment, I mentioned that that person was a pagan. And that gave me insight into the personality of a pagan. And then when I went and read the story, and I read that her father was a pagan, and they was saying certain things that he would say, and I'm like, nah, a pagan wouldn't say that. So, first of all, everything was very ritualistic. Them sacrificing, shedding their blood, and even them giving the baby away to a Christian woman of that church. Now, how she was going to be able to give her baby to a Christian woman, and they killing Christians, right? They killing Christians, but she was able to give her baby to a Christian woman at the same arena or city that killed her for being a Christian. Damn, man, they be really treating people like they stupid. They be they be treating people like they dumb. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. Shit just don't make sense. Now, let me go find the other stuff that I pick up on. Like this story is about a woman who got lost and went to hell. These people was trying to, like her dad, pleading with her, trying to save her. Was actually trying to free her from hell, but she walked that path anyways. Damn, they really collecting. You have to give your power away, your position, for them to collect your soul like that. But they hiding it all up under, this confusion and shit like that. But you agreeing to this narrative is giving them permission to suck your soul up dry and reuse it however the fuck they want to. Look, martyrs, a person that is sacrificing themselves. They also mention that this is her personal record. This is her story, how she wrote it, which is a lie. So at the beginning of this, they say in the year 203, and that reduces to 5, which represents change, right? Made the decision to follow the path of her mother and become a Christian. And her father was a pagan. Down here, so down here, her pagan father was frantic with worry and tried to talk her out of her decisions. You know what that reminds you? That reminds you of somebody trying to do an intervention on somebody who was on drugs or something, fucking up their life, giving their life away, right? Then we get to the dumbass pot question. And then they also make the father seem like he is less than her because he like falling at her feet, begging her, giving her this energy that she only feeding off of just so she could collect more energy for this other source that she about to sacrifice her life for. God damn, that's crazy. That is motherfucking crazy. That is some crazy shit. Mm. Mm. So they had that pot fight, right? Then they said her daddy attacked her. And then she decided to separate from him. And it said, even though that separation was the result of her arrest and imprisonment, look at the words that they use, and they very specific. They said that even though that separation, her separation from her father and what he was trying to get her to do was to not sacrifice her life, but he's a pagan, so he probably lost too. But I mean, let's just move past that. Okay? So they said even though that separation was the result of her arrest and imprisonment, the separation was the result of her arrest and imprisonment. Not the fact. It's not the fact. They didn't say that it was the fact that she went to prison because of being a Christian. They said it was the separation from her dad. Let me read it from the beginning then. Perpetua reports that after that incident, she was glad to be separated from him for a few days, even though that separation was the result of her arrest and imprisonment. They also very specific. Perpetua was arrested with 4 other, I don't know how to pronounce this shit, including 2 slaves, Felicity and the Revo, Saturn, and Secondulis. And then I got this person, their instructor in the faith, Satyrus. Ooh, Satyrus is the person who went up the ladder first. Wow, bitch. Let's read this again. Perpetua was arrested with 4 other these motherfuckers. This sound like some technology, some subhuman type shit right here. This name right here. Including 2 slaves, Felicity and Revo, and Saturn and Secondulis. Their instructor in the faith. Satyrus, their instructor in the faith, their instructor in the Christianity faith. That's why he went up the ladder first, because he was leading them to hell. Damn, bitch, that's crazy. Damn. Choose to share their punishment and was also in prison. So Satyrus, their instructor, also put himself in prison with them to further instruct them. Alright, I had to switch locations. Yo, I've been seeing the number 29 a lot lately. So I'm gonna have to just read through this. I was gonna scan through it and find the things that I was talking about, but I'm gonna read through it again and tell y'all what I pick up. Alright. So Perpetua was baptized before taken to prison. Now, she was baptized before going to her mental imprisonment. The reason I want to tell it like this is because I want people to see this in all areas of life. Because when I was doing the reading for Carbonation yesterday, and I was like, damn, Iyah and Efuru really remind me of these broads right here. Perpetua and Felicity. They remind me of these people. Wow. So she got baptized. Now, that could be a program in some type of way. She got initiated into some type of programming, which is Christianity. And then she was taken to prison. Mental prison. Mental imprisonment. She was known for her gift of the Lord's speech and receiving messages from God. So they have the Lord's speech in quotations. But they don't have receiving messages from God. So I guess what the Lord's speech is a prayer or something like that. Maybe that's what they're talking about. I don't know. I probably should look that. I'll probably look that up later, but and see what and like let's go over the Lord's speech and see what's that about, because that's probably about some bullshit. Okay, so so she was known for her gift of the Lord's speech. So she was known for reciting somebody else's ritual and receiving messages from God. She wasn't receiving messages from God. She was receiving messages from that entity that she giving all her light source to. All right, let's put this in some other area in life. All right, let's go back to the cult, right? Baptized, brainwash. They call Iyah their God. So she is known for her gift of reciting what her God tells her. Whatever you perceive God to be, God is infinite. God is everything. But as soon as you try to put God into a box, then you gonna feel cage. Because you cage God. So you gonna feel like you in prison. Or you just gonna be living like you in prison. Like you can't make decisions for yourself. So She tells us that at the time of her baptism, she was told to pray for nothing but endurance in the face of her trials. And I spoke about that. By her praying for nothing but that, she was manifesting the trials that she will have to endurance. And that's exactly what her God was teaching her and exactly what her God wanted her to do. You know, because by her reciting that God ritual and praying for what that God told her to pray for, now she's going to a prison. Now she manifested a real prison. She first put herself in prison by calling herself a Christian, and then she manifested that outside of her and went to prison. You see, just like Eligio ass is going to do, because he has that type of mentality. Ooh, let's move along. The prison was so crowded with people that the heat was suffocating. There was no light anywhere, and Perpetua had never known such darkness. That is describing hell. Alright, let's go over these steps again. First, they baptize her, brainwash her. Then they had her reciting their spells and rituals that she was receiving for this false god. And then she tells us at the time of the baptism, Then she started manifesting trials that she would have to endurance because she paying karma for that same energy and sacrificing herself for it at the same time. Then she manifests hell for herself. The trials that she had to endure, she manifested that for herself. And she went to a literal hell in a 3D reality. The prison was so crowded with people that the heat was suffocating. There was no light anywhere, and Perpetua had never known such darkness. Man, that shit right there tell you that you manifest hell. Hell is what you make it and what you believe it, because we sitting here right now seeing somebody get caught up in a ritual that put them straight into motherfucking hell. Let me continue. Let me calm down too. Alright. The soldiers who arrested and guarded them pushed, shoved them without any concern. Perpetua had no trouble admitting she was very afraid, but during all the horror, her most excruciating pain came from being separated from her baby. And damn, if you want to look at that like just energy or whatever, that baby could, her separating from her innocence, her separating from her light, her separating, and she didn't love that baby enough to get herself out of prison for it. You love your baby so much that you call yourself a Christian knowing that it's going to put you in prison and get you killed. Like, the young slave Felicity was even worse off, for Felicity suffered the stifling heat, overcrowding, and rough handling while being 8 months pregnant. Damn, bitch. Why is she in prison? What part of the story that tell, like, she a slave? So, what she do? This part don't even got nothing to relate it to the Christians. How she get, just because they know each other, now she a saint too? Like, you a saint if you suffer. You had to suffer, be a martyr in some type of way. Shed your blood. Shed your own blood. I'm having like a lot of emotions. The young slave Felicity was even worse off, for Felicity suffered a stifling heat, overcrowding, and all of this while she was 8 months pregnant. I'm still thinking on that a little bit more. I feel like it's some deeper shit to that, but I ain't really I gotta think on it some more. Two deacons who ministered to the prisoners paid the guards to place the martyrs in a better part of the prison there. All right. So they have two deacons that was. This ain't making no damn sense. So why the hell did Perpetua even went to jail? Huh? Why did she go to jail? Because obviously they don't have nothing against Christians. Christians is all over the place. So why she in jail? Because she left her father? That was it? They should have explained that more. Leaving your father is against the laws of the land or something? I feel like that should be explained. Mm. So, all right, now look how symbolic this is, though. So these deacons, they people of the same faith, religion, or whatever, take take took pity on them because they are Christians, and then put them in just a better part of the prison, but they are still in prison, though. I mean, that's just like real life, though. Real life. It's like that they created a separateness, you know? They separated them from the other crowd, but they were still in the same prison. They were just in a different area of the same prison. Like all religion, just saying, just saying, just saying. So then in the other part of the prison, she was able to, visit her baby and all of that. And then when she received permission for her baby to stay with her, she recalled. So she brought the baby into prison with her. And then she said, my prison suddenly became a palace for me. Yo, that's crazy. Okay. Now she became so comfortable in this prison that now it became a palace to her, only because they gave her that one thing that she wanted, and because of that, she enjoyed prison now, even though she was still caged and was still on death row. If that ain't delusional, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. So, once more, her father came to her, begging her to give in, kissing her hands and throwing himself at her feet. She told him, we lay not in our own power, but in the power of God. See, they relinquish their own power. Look, we lay not in our own power. They know they not in power of themselves no more. Why? They possess. They possess with somebody else's light. Not even somebody else's light, but their mind got hacked. And now they are a slave to that light, is what I meant. So lay not in our own power, but in the power of God. All right, let's put that in a real life scenario. Let's go back to Carbonation cult. Isn't that how they be talking? Isn't that how they be talking? Like we gonna let Eligio speak for us, make decisions for us. We giving all our power away to this person that we calling God. And what is going to lead them? Straight to the lion's den. Straight to the lion's den, just like these people. When she and the others were taken to be examined and sentenced, her father followed, pleading with her and the judge. The judge, out of pity, also tried to get Perpetua to change her mind. But when she stood fast, she was sentenced with the others to be thrown to the wild beasts in the arena. So her father and the judge, and so listen, the judge gave her pity and was like, look, I won't throw your ass in this lion den, if you just, stop doing dumb shit. Stop getting your light away. Stop proclaiming a kingdom that is not beneficial to you, because it's sending you straight to hell. But nah, they stood fast because they was convinced that the mission was more important than their lives. But you not completing in a mission if you dead. Like, what the... These people be on some type of mission all their lives, and don't change nothing, don't complete nothing. All they do is recite somebody else's literature, somebody else's words. They don't have no light of their own, no mind of their own. They not creating shit. They not progressing. Perpetua recanted how her brother spoke to her. Lady sister, you are now greatly honored, so greatly that you may well pray for a vision to show you whether suffering or release is in store for you. So there she go, being told what to pray for now. But get this though. Ooh, I'm just picking up on this. So greatly that you may well pray for a vision to show you whether suffering or release is in store for you. So he did put the power back in her own court, even though he was telling her what she could pray for or what she can vision, because it's like reverse psychology or some shit like that. But the way that he worded, he is still asking for her permission to take her light. He gave her the permission to pray, but then he told her she could vision to show whether suffering or release is in store for you. She can envision that. So whatever comes next is what she envisioned. A delusion going to hell. Alright. Perpetua spoke to the Lord often, told her brother she would tell him what happened the next day. While she prayed, so she prayed before going to sleep to have this very important vision that was going to tell her whether or not she was going to suffer or be released. While she prayed, Perpetua was shown a golden ladder of the highest length. Oh, okay. She wasn't even asleep. She was awoke. And she prayed, and then the entity that she prayed for showed her this vision. Oh my goodness. Perpetua had shown a golden ladder of the highest length, reaching up to heaven. On the sides of the ladder were swords, lances, hooks, and daggers, so that if anyone did not climb, listen to this, y'all, this really screamed at me. If anyone did not climb looking up on heaven, if anyone did not climb looking up on heaven, they would be severely injured. Ooh. Like I said, they didn't have no choice. But listen, at the bottom of the ladder laid a large dragon to try to scare those journeying up away from heaven. So they was going up away from heaven. The way that they word this shit, like that, looking up on heaven. So when you be looking down at it, if you looking up on heaven, damn. And then right here they say, so this shit right here is not even like they purposely put these words like this. And then right here they say, I'm recording. And there's some shit. Okay. At the bottom of the ladder, there was a large dragon, try to scare those journeying up away from heaven. And then it went into Perpetua first saw Satyrus go up. That is the leader, the whatever they called him at the beginning. He was the one leading them to hell. You know, Satyrus, which is what? Aquarius and Capricorn, devil energy. First saw Satyrus go up. After he reached the top of the ladder, he said, Perpetua, I wait for you, but take care that the dragon does not bite you. But take care that the dragon does not bite you. To which she replied, in the name of Jesus Christ, he will not hurt me. And the dragon put his head down. And then she went up the fucking ladder anyways. And that she must have been going down in reality. Because she was looking up on heaven. And they were trying to stop people from journeying up away from heaven. So she was going in the opposite direction. And even though she called on Jesus, and Jesus, her calling on Jesus, which if y'all go back to my reading about Jesus and stuff like that, what you will see is somebody who fully involved into a certain type of consciousness. You will see somebody who has became balanced, completely balanced. Y'all should, sometimes I don't remember all of my readings, and but I do feel like it's related, and y'all could go look at it if y'all want. It's on my YouTube and podcast. So Jesus, whatever, and the dragon head was put down. And she could have went into the right direction. But nah, she was so lost, so brainwashed. Maybe because she got baptized, brainwashed into that. But she still gave permission. Because they brainwashed her, but they still gave her free will to choose. All throughout this story, she had options. Damn. She had options all throughout this story. Wow, bitch. So Perpetua traveled up the ladder and saw a beautiful vast garden with a tall man with white hair dressed like a shepherd and milking sheep. Oh, hell, oh, bitch. Yo, that shit is hitting me hard. The realizations that I'm coming into, bitch. Mm. Mm. Oh my God, bitch. I'm fucking tripping up, bitch. I'm tripping. Woo! Hit this motherfucker that she going up in his garden. She all distracted how beautiful the fucking garden is and the fucking milk curves. But he up here milking sheep, lost people, lost soul, milking their essence out of them. Wow. I'm finna hit my motherfucking pen. Sativa indica. Which one? I'm finna go for sativa right now. I'm finna go for the fucking sativa. I can't fucking believe. Because I feel like I missed so much the first time I read this and recorded it. That was the first time me reading this story. But going over this shit again. Bruh, is tripping me out. Oh, boy. So she go in the garden to the man that's going to milk her ass. And then what the... Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Okay. Thou art will come, my child. He said, a Perpetua. I don't know what the fuck her name. I could be fucking up her name. If somebody know how to pronounce her name, please let me know. But golly, give her some. Oh my God. Thou art will come, my child. So you will come, my child. Giving her some of the crust from the milk while he was milking other sheep, other people blood. What is this? Alright, let me put my phone on mute. Down. Milking other people's essence. And he gave her the milk of that. Of other people's essence. She ate. And all those around her said, Amen. She ate a man. She ate a fucking man, bitch. Bitch. Damn. Let me finish this up. How much time I got? Boy, I tell you, this is some bull right here. Alright, then Perpetua woke from her dream. That's why I thought she was asleep. But nah, she was awake but sleep. She didn't even go to bed. She went to pray. And then went into this illusion. And then came out confused. Perpetua woke from her dream with a sweet taste still in her mouth. At once, she told her brother what happened, and together they understood they must suffer. Damn, bitch. They understood they must suffer after drinking the essence of a man. The same motherfucker who's gonna milk them. Meanwhile, Felicity was also in torment. It was against the law for pregnant women to be executed. To kill a child in the womb was shedding innocent and sacred blood. Because they can't choose. You have to give these motherfucking permission. A baby can't do that yet. Felicity was afraid that she would not give birth before the day set for her martyrdom, which I said shedding blood for dumb shit, and her companions would go on their journey without her. And she was mad because she couldn't go get killed with them at the same time. But then she went into labor, pushed the innocent baby out. But then she gave the baby away to a Christian person in us, so the baby is still gonna be indoctrinated into this shit and follow down the same motherfucking path. They got free will though. I mean, they could choose to be free, but it's gonna be hard being programmed in it for your life. Mother. Oh. And it was a girl too, and these girls keep going down the path of their mothers. The officers of the prison began to recognize the power of the Christians. No, they didn't. The strength and the leadership of Perpetua. No, they motherfucking didn't. They were looking at you like you were dumb, like you were stupid. In some cases, this helped the Christians. The warden let them have visitors and later became a believer. But in other cases, it caused superstitious terror, as when one officer refused. Okay, y'all got to understand, like, if this is a real story and this how it really played out or whatever, which I do feel like it is inspired by a story, but it is a lot of symbolism in it. But everybody, the guards, the wardens, the people that's in the arena, all of them have a part to play in this. They all got blood in their hand for even, participating in this shit in the first fucking place. Participating in a way that they are being biased, judgmental, projecting their beliefs, values, and views onto that person, are killing them because they believe in what they believe in. They participate in all in this very karmic, ritualistic bullshit. I get what I'm saying? So people who are on the other side cheering in the crowds for these people to get killed is also participating, and they are going to get karma for that as well. They are going to receive. I'm channeling. They going to receive that karma too. That's why people have to be careful, even with this carbonation and cult shit, and how you perceive it, and the energy that you give it, and the intentions that you put on it. You have to be careful of that, because that's going to be karmic to you, because then you're going to be in a situation that you will have to play out that role in order to understand. But if you find balance within yourself, then you're probably going to start looking at everything with understanding, real understanding. What the fuck? What the damn? I gotta calm down, y'all. Where my water at? That's just crazy, man. Like, man, it's like, I don't know. I just don't know. Oh boy. So now we get into the part that she telling them that she want to get clean for Caesar's birthday, because she's manipulating the guards into letting her be clean for her sacrifice. She's so lost in delusion that she couldn't even use her skill of manipulation to get her ass out of prison. Instead, she using it to be a better sheep, a better sacrificial lamb for her God, the one she chooses to believe in, and that's some bullshit. So, and this how you know it's a ritual right here. There was a feast the day before the games. So they calling this a games, sacrificing these people in an arena, watching them getting stumped by cattle. And then later on in the damn story, when they was getting stumped by cattle, they was like, oh, everybody got all sympathetic all of a sudden. It was like enough. Then you don't want to know what they did? They went and threw them in with the gladiators so they could have a quicker death. Because they didn't want to see them get stumped to death, but they still want to see them die. All right. Lord have mercy. The four new Christians and their teacher went to the arena. The fifth. Oh, okay, yeah. Sacadulus, he died in prison. And Satyrus is the one who went up the ladder first. He is in the arena with them. With joy and calm, Perpetua in usual high spirits met the eyes of everyone along the way. We were told she walked with shining steps as the true wife of Christ, the darling of God. Somebody gonna have to break that down to me. Like, I could feel the energy of it, but I'm not understanding it on like a deeper level. I'm just not. But I do feel like that has some type of meaning, symbolism, or whatever to it. Shining steps as the true wife of Christ, the darling of God. Don't give me no religion stuff either. That ain't what I'm looking for. When those at the arena try to force Perpetua and the rest of the dress and robes dedicated to their gods, Perpetua challenged her executioners. We came to die out on our own free will so we wouldn't lose our freedom to worship our God. So she's saying that, yeah, we came here to sacrifice ourselves so we could still worship our God. She came to give away her freedom, her free will, in order to worship her God. All right, then the man was attacked, and then the women was attacked. They felt sorry and stuff, and then they got killed by the gladiators. And then at the end, to show appreciation for them sacrificing themselves, they are now the patron saints of mothers, expectant mothers, ranchers, butchers. You know, you don't be calling on these spirits right here to be helping you. Look at what they manifested for themselves. And then it's so disrespectful that they made them patrons to the way that they died. All right, y'all, I'm through. That's crazy to me.